What's up, everybody? Just finished a new game. Thought I'd give my thoughts on it. Just finished Cronos, The New Dawn. This is a horror game by the Blooper team. You know, they just remade a Silent Hill. If any of y'all have played it, they made some other games in the past, but they're really pushing into this horror type of genre. And as far as Cronos, The New Day, before I get into it, for the ones that just want to kind of know my score, I do a teacher scale. I would give it probably a solid 80. It would be just a straight B on the teacher scale, a low B. It does a lot good, but there was some stuff that kind of bothered me a little bit. First, the story, without giving away too much. There's some type of disease that has been spreading. This disease, of course, is causing people to turn into these grotesque type monsters. It has a very like COVID vibe to it. You can kind of see because I'm sure it was made during that time. But it's done in a neat way. It's it ain't like it's pushing something on you. It's just kind of using that as a means to push the story. And it's not COVID. It's something else. And then you have this type of mysterious figure who you play as, and they're like going back in time, trying to figure out what caused this virus, and maybe try to find a way to see if it can be fixed. So that's kind of the premise of the game. And then once you get to the very end, it's just a wild just turn of events happen. You're like, oh, this isn't exactly what I thought it was. So it does really good as far as the story goes, which to kind of keep you going, even though it ain't the just greatest story in the world. But it is kind of neat because as you play the game, you'll be in the present day, just destroyed world, and then every now and then you kind of go back in time and you see kind of what it was like, and it's kind of set during the Christmas setting because you see lights and trees and things like that, but you don't really get a whole lot of that until you go kind of back in time, because in the present time all of it's kind of torn down. It's just an end of the world type vibe to it. It has a really cool tone to the game though. It's a lot like Silent Hill and kind of how some of the things happen. It's a whole lot like Dead Space as far as you're in this metal suit and you're almost like a tank and you're barely trugging around, and just, you can shoot limbs, you can upgrade the suit, upgrade the weapons. That's a whole lot from Dead Space. It's got a Stranger Things vibe. One of my daughters come up and I was in one area and she said, that looks like Stranger Things. And it does, kind of the upside down in Stranger Things. It has kind of a vibe like that. It's got that very dark and gritty, almost a Total Recall type vibe. Think 80's movies, and you kind of get what the vibe of Cronos. The music, especially with the music, it has that 80's vibe. I was thinking of Total Recall, think Blade Runner, something like that. The atmosphere of the game is really neat. You go to like 4 different distinct areas, but the music really gets you. Here's some of my cons though. First, it's very awkward movement. I know they did that on purpose. They want you to be more of this sluggish tank type character, but it feels like you would get hit and you ain't really got a way not to get hit. And I know it does kind of pick up the survival aspect of it, but I didn't like it because I'm thinking, I wish I had a dodge feature, which, Silent Hill kind of has, which can make those games a little too easy. But you wish there was just something, because it felt a lot of times you're just getting hit when there's nothing you can do about it either. You just better hope you've made your suit tanky enough where it don't take you out. But I didn't really like the slow movement. The gunplay, again, it's very Resident Evil-like. You're trying to aim, you're shaky. It's kind of hard to get it dead on somebody. Of course, you can upgrade all that, but I think they do. Of course, they did. They do that on purpose to kind of make it shaky and more survival-like. But I don't like that. I kind of like, no, I want to be able to aim and shoot. I don't want some gameplay mechanic to make me feel like I can't do something, because there's a lot of times I died, and it was all because of just the way you aim and stuff. Any other game, I'd have went right, kind of went right through it. And then my biggest con, and this may just be me personally, man, the talking is so slow. It is so slow. Some of the cut scenes take absolutely forever, and it's because of these slow talking characters. There's especially one character named the Warden. He's not as slow as old Treebeard in Lord of the Rings, but he's pretty close. To get anything out of him takes forever. Your character is slow too at first, but as the story goes, they pick up. You'll kind of see that as a that's kind of part of the story, something that's happening with the main character. But I was sitting there in the cut scenes, and I'm like, just hurry up, just tell me what's going on so I can get back to the game. I don't know what it is with it, but it was driving me nuts how slow this character was talking. To get a point across, I'm telling you, it's just on and on and on and on. But it's like just get to it. But I think that's a con, but because you got to sit through it. And of course, I wanted to know the stories, so I didn't skip through it. But that was really getting on my nerves because, and I know a lot of people that won't bother, but there's so many games out right now, and just something little like that was kind of getting me. They need to speed the speech up a little bit in the other games. But overall, I think it is a fun game. If you're a horror fan, don't miss it. If you like horror, you really need to play this game. I personally ain't super big into horror, but for some reason I like horror video games. There's something about, it gets the tension up, gets you kind of moving. And this one is awesome. I've played a little bit of Silent Hill Elf, but I started both of them at the same time. Something drew me back to Cronos, so I had to finish this one first. And now I'm gonna go back now and try to play a little bit of Silent Hill Elf. And I got the other one too, the Hell Is Us. I played a little bit of it, but out of the three, I was drawn more to Cronos, and I'm kind of glad I did it because I'll be honest, there's not really much out like this. You know what you're getting with Silent Hill, and then even the other one, Hell Is Us, is a lot like an action game you've played. It's just got some scary elements. This one, I'm telling you, it's something special. Now it does have some faults, but it's special. If you got to jump into a horror game, especially right here in the Halloween season, I encourage you to jump into it and see what you think. But anyways, that's my thoughts on it. I appreciate you watching. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. If you've played it, kind of hit me in the comments. Think what you think about it. Was the slow talking bothering you? Maybe that was just something going on with me. But I'd love to hear what you say about that if it did bother you. But tell me what you thought about the game, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, and tell me a little bit about the other ones. I'm finna jump back into. I think I'm gonna go to Silent Hill next, and then I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna go to Hell Is Us before I kind of jump back into my other games. But anyways, that's what I got. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great one.